welcome to SVG-TV's news for Monday, August 11th, 2025. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. Prime Minister Dr. Afghan Salves was formally endorsed as the Unity Labour Party's ULP candidate for the North Central Windward constituency during a constituency meeting held in Connery on Saturday. Dr. Gonsalves, who has represented North Central Windward since 1994, is seeking re-election as the Prime Minister for a sixth consecutive term. Speaking at the event, the Prime Minister expressed his continued commitment to public service, stating that he is not yet ready to retire from politics.
People vote with three sets of consideration. They vote about the record of the party and the nature of the party and how it has served you. It votes on leadership and it votes on candidate. Mixed up with all of that, policies and programs and achievements. I can tell you from the vantage point of being Prime Minister of this country for nearly 25 years, you cannot elect anybody who is weak, who is lazy, and who is indecisive.
Finance Minister Camilla Gonsalves, who is also the Prime Minister's son, praised his father's enduring leadership, stating that there is no better person to continue leading St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He added that the country continues to benefit from his father's wisdom and dedication, particularly during challenging times.
Yesterday was 79 years old. And he still has more energy than all of we. But he's 79, so it reminds me of the year 1979. In elections, he has put his bucket of North Central Windward as their representative or their hopeful representative. And he has run every single election that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has done that. 10 elections, has run 10 different candidates in North Central Windward. They don't have anybody rooted in North Central Windward who will bear the slings and arrows and work for the people. They try a thing, they lose, they gone, they try a next thing. But Ralph Gonsalves has stayed with you through defeats, through victory, through hard times and good times. He has been with you as your friend and your partner and your leader in North Central Windward and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
As the general elections approach, Prime Minister Gonsalves urged all supporters not to become complacent, warning that the ULP could lose its hold on government if voter turnout is low.
If you do not go to the polls, that's the only way that the Labour Party will not win the election. Therefore, from today, you have to resolve that you go to the polls. And if you have any dissatisfaction, measure it against your satisfactions and say there is only one choice, the Unity Labour Party. One single choice to carry us forward in progress, in prosperity, in inclusiveness, in equality, in security, and no lazy man, no indecisive man. No weak man can ever lead, never ever lead.
Saboto Caesar was also endorsed over the weekend as the Unity Labour Party's candidate for the South Central Windward candidates at the party's candidate selection exercise held on Sunday in Diamonds. Caesar, who is the current Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries et al., will be facing off with the NDP's Israel Bruce. General election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is widely expected later this year. Meantime, leader of the opposition and the president of the New Democratic Party, the NDP, Dr. Godwin Friday, continues to voice his concerns over the $98.6 million supplementary estimates recently approved by Parliament. The funds were granted to the government last Friday to support several key national initiatives, including the completion of the Kingstown Port project, the continuation of road rehabilitation works, housing recovery for persons displaced by Hurricane Beryl, and rental support for those temporarily housed in touristic accommodations. Of the total $98.6 million, 28.2 million is allocated for the ongoing National Roads Rehabilitation Program. 25.6 million is earmarked for the completion of the modern Kingston Cargo Port. 41.7 million is designated for the post-Hurricane Beryl Housing Recovery Program. 3 million will be used for temporary accommodation for displaced individuals. Speaking at a public meeting in Boston Glass Barley over the weekend, Dr. Friday questioned the effectiveness of the additional spending, stating that it is over $1 billion already allocated by the government was not sufficient to meet the needs of the national needs. Then additional 98 million would likely have little impact.
Come and they're telling us, listen, we're doing so well. We need you to give us $98 million to stand between now and election so that we can make life better for the people. If they ain't do it with over $1 billion that they got at the beginning of the year between January and now, another $98 million can make any difference? So we tell them go to hell. We are not supporting it. And so yesterday in the Parliament, they got upset with us because we didn't support it. So you know what they say? We're going to go to the people and we're going to tell them we didn't support it. Well, I come to you first. I tell you I didn't support it. And the reason I didn't support it is because they're going to waste that money. They're going to use it for political purposes. The people who need it are not going to get it. We know that it's going to happen. So yesterday when I said it, the representative down here, I say, you know, I don't trust you because you're doing it for political reasons. People right now in housing, where we voted $136 million last July to help people who were damaged by Hurricane Beryl. They need it. And we said, we know that sometimes you might have to come back and get some more because the people, the devastation that we suffered was unprecedented. But when I look and I see how they have spent that money, when I look at the condition of the people in the Southern Grenadines, even in my own constituency, some people here in the mainland whose homes are damaged, and they still have not been given the assistance.
Dr. Friday further stressed that while the NDP supports investing in the country's development, transparency and accountability are essential. He said the opposition has a duty to question how funds are used to ensure that the public resources are not wasted.
Right. So we have now the ports. You know, you had the port down there, they're building it, they wouldn't tell you exactly what's happening. And they come and they say they want another $25 million to fix it up. We tell them no. We already supported the loan for the port when they said they wanted over $650 million. We supported it, even though we had concerns about the scale of the project and how it was going to be made back. But we gave them that support because we know that we need to be able to invest today for the future. But they have all this stuff going on where the port seems like it's falling apart, and they're trying to tell you that this is normal, that this is no big deal. Nothing to see here. We have people fixing it. They're under the water. You can't see them. My problem is when you're gone, you know, you don't give all your sweet talk, and the people come in and they patch up here and there and they're gone. And 2-3 years down the road, we now have to deal with the fallout from that. I want to make sure that that is done properly, that your $700 million of taxpayers' money, that is spent properly. I had no confidence in them, so yesterday I tell them not one damn cent more. Show us how you are spending the money, and give us the assurance that what you're doing now is going to come back to the benefit of the people, and we won't have to be given a basket to carry water.
Meanwhile, the New Democratic Party NDP candidate for the Central Leeward constituency, Conroy Huggins, has criticized the current state of Barley, claiming that the once vibrant community has deteriorated significantly under the Unity Labour Party's administration. Speaking at a public meeting over the weekend, Huggins said Barley has been reduced to a ghost town, contrasting its current condition with the thriving community it was some 40 years ago.
After the whole neglect of Barley, you come to Barley, and if you knew Barley 30 years ago, if you knew Barely 40 years ago, you realize that over the last 25 years, this administration, they have transformed Barely to a ghost town. Look at the police station. Trees are growth at police station. Look at the post office. The post office a leak. And look how it's dirty and rusty. Look at the playing field, which they say they turn into a playground. The children them getting caught up and all kind of thing. And they're telling the parents them they can't do nothing about that. Well, you think that bad? Look at the roads. Sister Weena talk about it at the beginning. Yeah? Look at the roads from Selima coming here. Look where we are. This used to be pitch. Today, it is dirt. The entire surface, top surface of it gone. Going across by the building over there. You see the building they talk about black fish processing center? They promised us, and I'll remind us, in Butler and Glass, in their first term, that they were going to deliver that. 25 years later, it's still not done.
Huggins pointed to the deterioration of infrastructure, limited job opportunities, and lack of meaningful investment in the area as key indicators of decline. According to Huggins, the people of Barley and its surrounding communities deserve better leadership and a renewed focus on development and progress.
This is a public embarrassment and a national disgrace for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and a disrespect to the people of Butler and Glass. Butler and Glass, we better than this. We are better than this. My roots is right here. Born in Curtains, went to school, early childhood education, at Dagma, preschool, right at Jamdong, yes so. A lot of my schoolmates, they right here, listen. Their parents, I know them. And your children, you have to encourage them for we bring home your own. Because this election, we cannot make that mistake.
Huggins pledged that if elected, he would work tirelessly to bring new life and opportunity to the Central Leeward through community development, youth empowerment, and investment in public infrastructure. He will be facing off with the incumbent Orlando Brewster of the Unity Labour Party in the upcoming general elections. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Electricity Services Limited VINLEC today officially launched its smart meter project, which the company says marks a transformative step forward in the modernization of electricity service across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Through the introduction of smart meters equipped with AMR automated meter reading and AMI advanced metering infrastructure technology, the project is expected to enable faster data collection, more consistent billing cycles, and lay the foundation for future innovations in electricity management. At the launching ceremony held at the Methodist Church Hall, it was noted that the project has been in development for several years in preparation for its national rollout. Delivering the opening remarks, Ricky Wright, manager of engineering at VINLEC, said the initiative marked a significant milestone in VINLEC's ongoing efforts to enhance operational efficiency and improve customer service.
Currently, we use many different meters to measure the energy consumed by our customers and the energies that customers sell us in VINLEC. The meters, some of them have served us for decades. We have been using them for decades. Although they have been very reliable meters, but we at the stage now where we must modernize, where we must come a step with the industry and change that old technology. Over the few decades, maybe 50 decades or so, we would have kept abreast of the technology and changed with the times. Today is the same. Similar journey. Today we have about 50,000 customers, and we would change out the meters for our 50,000 customers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Mind you, the old meters, they have been doing a good job. But just like technology today, look at our phones. Phones yesterday is not the same functionality like phones today. It's everything. Cell phone, it's computer, it's camera, everything. So similarly, we must come a step off the age.
Wright explained that traditional analog meters could only record the total amount of electricity consumed, while the new smart meters are capable of providing real-time data, remote readings, usage patterns, and outage detection.
We all accustomed to our meter readers who will go out and manually collect meter reading throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines throughout the month. These new meters would allow us to record or to collect bulk meter reading data from just by walking by or driving by, but from devices in handheld devices, but via a walk by or even from a vehicle driving by. We can now we would be able to collect information, data from our meters. We are not alone in this endeavor, but throughout the utilities throughout the region are now implementing or planning to implement similar projects. The rest of the world have and is actually doing the same in the lesser developed states. But the smart meter would allow us would immediately bring benefits to VINLEC. We'll start seeing efficiencies right away, and but it's just the start. Continuing from now, from this foundation, we would be able to build on this technology by adding. Next phase would be adding communication network to it. And the adding of the communication network, we would then be able to receive data at our offices without the drive-by or the walk-by.
He further noted that the smart meter system will help improve billing accuracy and virtually eliminates the need for estimated bills, particularly for customers in areas that are difficult to access.
Now we can, you don't have to tie your dogs when you know we're doing readings, or you don't have to call us and instruct us, and we wouldn't have to do estimates for that reason. So right away, it's beneficial to us. Our customers would see when we add communication to the meters, communication systems to the meters that we are installing now. Our customers, and we'll have other technologies to add with it, but our customers would be able to access data for themselves, consumption data, and interact with the equipment even better at their homes or premises. Information is with information you can make good decisions. You could better plan and better utilize the scarce or commodity. And the world, that's with the technologies available today, the world is very much involved in that kind of monitoring. We put the data in our customers' hand to better manage their consumption. It would also, before you call us and say that you're out of power, out of electricity, we would know back in our offices at system control. We would know, we would have information about your quality of of service, the quality of electricity that's there, and that we can make informed decisions. We would be better able to do real-time designs and real-time coordination that will, at the end of the day, give you better service.
VINLEC says that public education campaigns will be undertaken to inform customers about the features and benefits of the new system. As part of Emancipation Month 2025 celebrations, the Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture will this evening host the official handover of Volume 1 of the History of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The event takes place at the UWI Global Campus in Kingston, which began at 7 p.m. entitled Native Genocide and African Enslavement in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to 1838. This landmark publication was authored by 4 distinguished Vincentian historians, Dr. Adrian Fraser, Dr. Arnold Thomas, Dr. Cleve Scott, and Dr. Gary Denny. In addition to the handover ceremony, the evening will feature a lecture by the Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves on the theme of Vincentian Civilization, Retrospect and Prospect, reflecting on the nation's historical journey and its vision for the future. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Dr. Tamira Brown, described the publication as a significant milestone in national scholarship. She said this is a landmark moment in the documenting our history for present and future generations. The handover of Volume 1 not only preserves the stories of our past, but also reinforces our identity as the people. The event is part of the ministry's broader efforts to safeguard St. Vincent and the Grenadines' cultural heritage, promote historical literacy, and ensure that the lessons of the past inform national development moving forward. Members of the public are invited to attend and participate in what promises to be an evening of reflection, knowledge sharing, and national pride. Welcome back to the evening news. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the SVG-PF, is investigating the circumstances surrounding a fatal house fire in the community of Diamond that claimed the lives of 2 residents. According to the SVG-PF, at approximately 6:06 a.m. on Friday, August 9th, officers received reports of a house fire in the area. Police and firefighters from the SVG-PF Fire Brigade were dispatched to the scene, where they found the structure fully engulfed in flames. The blaze was extinguished, however, the building and all its contents were completely destroyed. 2 individuals, Keith Roy Danzel, a 33-year-old laborer, and Nakita Haynes, a 50-year-old domestic worker, both residents of Diamond, were pronounced dead at the scene by the district medical officer. Carl Jessup, the partner of the deceased woman, Nakita Haynes, is devastated by the tragedy and is now left homeless. Jessup, who works in Mustique, said he received a phone call from neighbors informing him that his house was on fire. By the time he arrived, his 2-bedroom wooden home had already been reduced to ashes.
Everything is gone. All my clothes is gone. All my clothes, everything is burned. Because everything that I have is gone on the drain. All that I work for in Mustique, everything is gone. And I worked there for over 20-something years. I just at a certain age right now, and it's very hard to start back all over again in my life. Hard. Anyway, God is good.
The lady was your girlfriend?
My girlfriend. She was my girlfriend.
Of how many years?
These are approximately about, I could say 20-something years is a long time. It's a very long time when she did together. I remember her as a good person, when she used to get along good. This is where I remember about her. Well, she used to sell a little, she used to sell chicken and them thing, you know. She sell soft drink also with the girl everything.
Residents of the community described the victims as well-known and quiet individuals and confirmed that Danzel and Hayes were reportedly in a relationship and had been living together. They also expressed sympathy for Jessup, noting the emotional and financial toll the incident has taken on him.
What actually happened there, I will speak the truth, is like she used to be in a relationship with this guy, but after a time she just come out of the relationship and then she together. But I don't know what he did and how he ended up to be here. Cause like he go in the house after she and them kind of thing, because I understand that he killed she.
He man talk in front of me and she say I kill him, man go down pioneer and say I kill him, but she a deal with different man. So he man say he can kill that, and we man talking for that she, and he man try to come on my place to rescue, which he man tell people my house to league, so I run him. Because everybody who come go talk to her couldn't see her, he do close and he put a script in the door, mark. My phone is off, I am not home.
Where he had a script?
He put a script in the door, in the house door. Well then within the scenario, her son, Nataki, his son, which is Tilai, and other people who went there, he tried to escape anyhow, but them fellas was wrong, so he could not escape, so he just stuck it dead and done.
The SVGTV has confirmed that a post-mortem examination will be conducted at the Kingston mortuary to determine the exact cause of death. Investigations are ongoing to determine how the fire started. Authorities are urging anyone with information related to the incident to contact the police as they continue their inquiries. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is also investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of Nathaniel Montague, a 19-year-old unemployed resident of Diamonds. Montague was last seen between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Saturday, August 9th at Canash Beach. According to the police, on Sunday, August 10th, his body was discovered in the waters of the lagoon by personnel from the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Coast Guard Service. He was subsequently pronounced dead by the district medical officer. The magistrate granted permission for the body to be removed, and it was subsequently transported to the Kingston mortuary. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to ascertain the exact cause of death. The SVG Police Force extends sincere condolences to the family and friends of the deceased during this difficult time. Anyone with information that can assist with the investigation is encouraged to contact Police Control at 457-1211, the Criminal Investigations Department, Major Crimes Unit at 456-18010, or the Public Relations and Complaints Department at 485-6891. The police say investigations are ongoing. Sexual offences in society are becoming increasingly common, according to Corporal of Police Renicia Jordan, who spoke during Cop Chat program on WeFM last Thursday, discussing the topic addressing sexual offences in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Corporal Jordan emphasized that under current laws, any form of unwanted physical contact, including something as seemingly minor as touching someone's hand, can be considered sexual assault. Such actions, she noted, are treated seriously and can lead to criminal penalties.
Any unwanted, sexual offense occurs where basically, in our laws, sexual offense is offenses where it involves unwanted touching and assaults, penetrative assaults, and stuff like that. Any unwanted touch. So if somebody touch you on your hand and you're uncomfortable, it could deem to be a sexual offense. Somebody touch you on your buttocks, somebody touch you on your breast, those are non-penetrative assaults. They are a sexual offense.
She further explained that sexual assault can happen to anyone regardless of gender. As such, the police force encourages all individuals, whether male or female, who have experienced unwanted sexual advances to report the matter to the authorities.
Yes, and we do not discriminate. So do not feel shy or afraid because we are females and we may look down on you. That will not happen. We are there to investigate your matter in the most professional manner and confidential manner. So we're not going to put your business on the road as people might want to say. No, we investigate the reports where a male is involved as a victim, the same as we would a female.
Also present during the program was Police Constable Crystal Walker, who spoke about the legal consequences of sexual offenses.
So there is rape, which is having unlawful sexual intercourse with someone who doesn't give consent to it. And the maximum penalty for this offense is life. Okay? Then we have unlawful sexual intercourse. This is with a girl, where a man will have unlawful sexual girl. According to the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? A female cannot give consent if she's under 15 years old, right? So any man who has sexual intercourse with a girl under the age of 13 is guilty of an offense. And this is life, right? And you have also any man who has unlawful sexual intercourse with a girl of or above the age of 13 years, but below the age of 15 years is also committing an offense. Now, some of these penalties have been increased. For example, the one that I just said, it was 5 years, now it's 15 years, okay? We have indecent assault, right? This deals with when someone indecently assaults a child under the age of 15 years is guilty of an offense, okay? This also was increased. So it was 5 years, it's now 10 years, okay? Then we have incest. Any man who know a woman to be his granddaughter, sister, or mother, and he goes and have sex with her, he commits an offense.
Both officers stressed the importance of public education on consent and legal boundaries and encouraged victims to seek support through the police or other counseling services available across the country.